alive!
So what I recommend is before gluing everything on, you need to paint the base. You need to make the bottom look as fantastic as it can before you can work your way up to the top. So grab your inexpensive, simple craft paints and just paint like crazy. Alright, so that's how that turned out. Put about 2.5 coats on there of that brown, black, silver mix in there. Turned out pretty good. Now I'm going to color the silos or whatever with a black. You can also use spray paint, as I said before. So yeah. So here we go. It's basically all dry. So now, step 6. We're gonna do the sand. So here we go. Make sure you have a glue that does not set and dry really quickly, because it takes a while depending on the size of your base. So now let's add the sand. So almost done here, but one thing to remember is that whatever surface you are doing it on, there's going to be a lot of this, because you need to put excess amounts on the top here so you can knock it off later. So either do it in a container. I suggest like one of those tote lids, or if you have like a desk like this, all I have to do is take a flat like card or something, and I can basically, scrape it all. I usually do it with a piece of paper because I can bend it, and so it's kind of sweeping. But okay, let's finish this off. Okay, so there it is. It worked out pretty well. A lot of this is going to come off in the first layer, and I think I'm going to do about 2 layers. So drying time for this glue is extremely long, so I'm going to wait about a full day to make sure that it's all dried, because if you go in there and start applying more glue, it's going to all flake off and a lot of it's going to come off in the end. So wait a long time, do some other projects while you're waiting, think about what you're going to do next. So in this case, after I get a couple of these dirt layers on here, I'm going to go ahead and dry brush like crazy some little more darker colors, that would be found in a destruction ruin of a factory. Hey, what's up guys? Okay, so I've waited a long time for this to dry. So what I'm gonna do, I've got a little board here, and I'm gonna put it under here, and then basically knock all the sand off onto there. Alright, so go like this. And turn around. So here you have it. Now that is the first coat, and you can see that basically you can see all the way through. There's a few clumps here and there that are nicely done, but a few clumps of glue. Make sure your glue is flat. So I'm going to wait even more longer for this to dry, and then I'm going to add a second coat. So while I was waiting, I did my Termes bases. Put some slate on there, put some grass on there. Looks pretty good. Just to kind of showcase that a bit. And then I used the basing kit, Citadel basing kit, and those skulls. Dry brush those. Put them on the Terminator Champion's base, so that looks pretty cool. So yeah, that's what I did while my stuff was drying. Okay, so here's the second coat put on. I did leave some space for the walls because I don't want them to be raised as much for the crane. So I filled in basically everywhere else. I'm going to do one more coat, and then we'll show you it with the walls and everything else.
Fee, fee, fi, fi, fo, fo, fum. I smell smoke in the auditorium.